Hi, I'm Sean from My Fair Gamer. Before we start the review, I just wanted to get a couple of words out of the way. Roguelike, Sisyphean, Hardcore, Casual, and Mother***. Thanks, enjoy the review. That shopkeeper. With that out of the way, Spelunky HD is a frantic and demanding action platformer with a high-resolution, old-school aesthetic and a pretty catchy soundtrack. It's a game of seemingly two opposing philosophies, simultaneously rewarding patience and bravado, proficiency and luck, and playing by the rules or flagrantly breaking them. Each of Spelunky's increasingly challenging stages are rife with tricks, traps, vengeful Hindu gods, and enough deadly, poisonous, and bloodthirsty wildlife that would make even the most stalwart of Australians take pause. Along the way, you'll be able to find, purchase, and even steal a wide variety of tools and weapons that help as often as they hinder in your noble quest for the Chamber of Olmec. If it wasn't obvious by now, you're gonna die. A lot. Dark Souls feels like a Lego game by comparison. So how does a game this challenging, this dense, and this goddamn motherfucking cock-sucking son of a hard as balls frustrating stack up as a cooperative endeavor? To be blunt, it doesn't really. To play Spelunky is to forge a deeply personal, singular narrative that is equal parts triumph and tragedy. Each successive run builds upon lessons learned in the previous iterations, and even after 20 hours of playtime, I'm still learning new and different ways to approach a near limitless pool of potential scenarios. But in Spelunky's multiplayer and cooperative modes, which are of the local variety only, all players are confined to share a single screen. Only one player retains control of the camera, and this control is only relinquished through death. It's this restrictive environment that makes cooperative play ultimately an exercise in frustration. While Ashley was often unable to keep up with the snappy pace that Spelunky demands, I don't think playing with others of any skill level would be very enjoyable. In Death, you take on the spectral visage of your formerly spelunking self, who is able to activate traps and interrupt both enemies and living players with blasts of ghostly breath. While sharing a spirit bond with your recently deceased partner might seem like a bonus, I found the constantly shifting and bobbing specter to be a distraction. In fact, most of the evidence out there suggests that cooperative Spelunky play often rapidly devolves into a contest of who can bring the proceedings to a grinding halt the fastest. It's for this reason that Spelunky's multiplayer deathmatch mode is a welcome feature. Instead of the oppressive need to advance quickly through the perilous depths, multiplayer in Spelunky highlights the treachery that exists in everyone. It exploits and focuses the destructive power of the human spirit and the need to throw a lot of bombs in rapid succession over a flaming pit of lava. Whatever precision and technical mastery you may have forged in the depths of Anubis' temple is leveled by the completely insane and chaotic dash to be the last one standing. With this kind of simple pursuit at its core, even computer-controlled bots are fun to play with. Spelunky's initial learning curve is rather shallow. The controls are simple enough that after about 10 minutes anyone should understand how to play. After that, you're left with a deathmatch mode that would be a hit at parties and get-togethers, regardless of age, gender, or skill level. It's actually a shame there isn't more variety in the form of objectives and rule sets. Mix 4 players, 99 lives, and 99 bombs, and go nuts. For those of you looking for a game that performs double duty as a rewarding hardcore experience and a fun-to-play party game, Spelunky is a great way to go. Spelunky HD is currently available on Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, and digital distribution services everywhere. So I said Spelunker? I hardly know her! So Ashley, this time we're taking a look at Spelunky HD. Mm-hmm. You and I played the PC version, the Steam version. Yes. I picked this game on purpose because I didn't think you were going to like it. I wanted to pick something that I thought would generate very different experiences between the two of us. And I think it kind of did that with flying colors. But what'd you think of it?
Overall, I liked it.
Yeah.
It's an awesome looking game.
Yeah.
It looks great and the music is amazing.
Awesome soundtrack.
It really does.
Very charming.
But adventure mode is not for me.
No.
I would definitely not play it on my own. It's far too punishing.
Yeah.
And then playing with you, while it was easier for me to do it. I still didn't. It was still too punishing. I still didn't care for it.
Yeah, it's very ruthless.
Yeah. But then I did like ghost mode.
After you die.
After you die, because I didn't stop you from playing, and I still, in a small way, got to continue playing.
Yeah. Not small of a way. I mean, those arrow traps and a lot of those enemies can be a real pain.
Right, especially if neither of us can see them, and I'm just floating around.
Right.
And it doesn't punish me to just float around and find them.
Right. I didn't like it though, actually.
No.
Having that sort of, greasy, slidey blob going around on screen when I'm trying to be very methodical and careful, just really distracting.
Yeah.
I mean, it is nice to have it there, but
not worth it.
Something that I can't quite explain is just when I would play with you, even if you were dead and I didn't have to kind of worry, I just couldn't get it together. I don't know what it is.
It screwed things up.
Yeah.
I, however, really loved Deathmatch mode.
Yes.
Loved it.
Yeah.
It's not punishing. It just is basically fun chaos.
Yeah.
It's all about bombs, throwing bombs, running around, jumping, avoiding spikes.
Yep.
It's a total party game. It's so much fun. It does it really well.
Yeah, reminds me of those old N64 games like GoldenEye and Smash Brothers and all that kind of stuff, and just getting 4 friends together with a single screen or a split screen and just kind of going nuts.
Just going nuts. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I would definitely play that again.
Yep.
Deathmatch mode, not so much on the adventure mode.
No.
So
a little rough.
Yeah. So I didn't care for it.
It's a game I can play by myself. It's a game that's very challenging. It's a game that has a short feedback loop, which I really like.
Yeah.
Has all the references, all the cute kind of 16-bit classic platformer stuff in it. But also does double duty as a really fun party game. So I can kind of cut up the frustrating quest for hell with these fun little, 5-minute runs of us, bombing the crap out of each other.
Right.
So
it does both duties amazing.
Yeah, it's a great game. Check it out. It's cold?
I was freezing a minute ago.
Let's get the hell out of here.